my fellow readers. Today I'm going to be talking about Bunny by Mona Awad. This is a crazy book. I mean, wow. So this book is a work of dark academia, which I've been really into this year. I kind of discovered it this year. I think I've always actually been into the genre, but I don't know. I guess I didn't realize that I was into it. So this year I've been really into it. So like Ninth House and If We Were Villains and now Bunny. And there's a couple more on my radar that I haven't gotten to yet. But yeah, I ended up reading Bunny and oh, it's intense. So Bunny is about Samantha Mackey, who is in an MFA program at Warren University. And at the university, there's this clique of girls, and they're the bunnies. They're really like those popular girls, the it crowd. And I don't know, like Samantha definitely has all these negative connotations, and she says all this stuff about them, but at the same time, she's drawn to them. And it's kind of interesting because they're all in the same program together. I also kind of just right off the bat, I picked up on the fact that they're the bunnies and they go to Warren University. And I just think that's funny because a Warren is the like little den for bunnies. And I'm like, I don't know if that is intentional, but I'm kind of hoping that it is because I think that was a smart decision and it just adds to kind of the feel of the book. But anyway, one day Samantha gets a message and gets an invite to a party that the bunnies are doing. And even though she, talks down about the bunnies and what they're into, she does go to the party and it's weird, to say the least. Like a lot of weird stuff happens in this book. And so you have to wonder, is this real? Or, just what is happening. Really, you spend a lot of time wondering what is happening. I don't know how into it I want to get because I don't know if I want to do any spoilers, but this group is doing some interesting things with bunnies, or are they? So that really is the big question, is what is happening? Is there more going on with Samantha? We're following her, but is she a reliable narrator? What is happening in the mind of Samantha and what's really happening in the world around her? There's a great interplay here with creativity and imagination, but also touches on mental health and struggles with that. And I think that's kind of interesting too, because I think there are a lot of people that suffer with mental health issues when they go to college and university, because it's a different environment and you're suddenly getting the pressure of adulthood, and that even though you're still in school, you're quickly approaching the rest of your life, and what are you going to do with the rest of your life, and is whatever you're doing in college really what you want to do with the rest of your life? And if not, if you graduate with this degree, which you've put all this work into, is it actually going to do anything for you? Or did you possibly take on a lot of debt, especially in the United States? Did you take on a lot of debt for nothing? And just all the question about what you're going to do with the rest of your life. And I think a lot of college students end up with kind of an existential crisis, especially at certain times. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting flashbacks there, but I think that especially if you have more of an anxiety or anxious condition, that can definitely happen as well. Take care of yourself and just know it's going to be okay. You can always change your path in life. Nothing is set in stone, and hopefully our loans will be forgiven eventually. So anyway, that's besides the point. So I did enjoy this book. I liked kind of the dichotomy that exists in Samantha's world, especially when she starts to interact more with the bunnies. The bunnies' world is like this whole saccharine, sugary, sweet thing with like unicorns and lollipops and pink sugar and rainbows. And Samantha's other world, or before time of hanging out with the bunnies, was very like more emo. I'm gonna go with the emo feel. It was a very emo feel. She has her friend Ava, and they're more emo, even though they go to dance class together, which I also think is charming. That's actually, I believe, how they met was in dance class. So she and her friend Ava were more like, you know, look at those ridiculous girls, and oh, it's so sweet to do blah blah blah, you know, making fun of them. And then there's that whole friendship issue too. You know, once she starts hanging out with the bunnies, she sort of abandons Ava and almost becomes like a brainless zombie. And, you know, it's sort of learning to overcome that and return to herself, while at the same time, again, you're sort of questioning how much of this is reality. And I loved that. I think it's really neat. So what's interesting is I have read Mona Awad's other work or bigger work, 13 Ways of Looking at a Fat Girl, and I remember not being overly impressed by the book. In fact, I don't think I really liked it at all. I gave it a 2-star review. And I don't have much impression other than that. Like, I don't remember any details. So it's not a book also that stuck with me other than not the feelings of not really liking it. And I didn't realize that she wrote Bunny. I would say definitely enjoyed Bunny much more than that book. I feel like Bunny's going to stick with me. For me, this is not my favorite dark academia book. That would go with If We Were Villains. And next I would probably put Ninth House and then Bunny, but they're definitely up there. This book would definitely be like a 4-star read for me. I would recommend others to read it, especially if you like creative writing, if you're like a literature kind of person, and if you like diving into books that deal with mental health and the question of reality. I think that you would enjoy Bunny. I feel like this video's going to be a little bit shorter because I feel like I can't dive too much into this world without spoiling a lot of stuff. And I don't really want to spoil that because the journey of this book is so intriguing. So I feel like there's not much else I can say at this time. Check out the book if you want to. I recommend it. That is all for this video. Until next time, bye.